this is Andy Samberg's class day speech to the 2012 Harvard class, but I do kind of stop in the middle because it's really long, so it kind of stops abruptly, so just a heads up on that. Okay. Students, faculty, parents, grandparents, uncles that weren't invited but showed up anyways, handsome young janitors who are secretly math geniuses, and the homeless guy from with honors. My name is Andy Samberg, and I was honored to be here today, as I am unqualified. Now there's a storied history of incredible class day speakers here at Harvard. Nobel Prize laureate Mother Teresa and former US President Bill Clinton, and me, the fake Grabs meter song guy. I am also just over the moon to be receiving an honorary degree here today. I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I expect, what's that? No degree? So I'm like a professor or something? Nothing? Then why am I here? Dean Hammonds, you lied to me. All right, well, I guess it's just this crappy speech then. I flew my focus in for this. Here we go. 2012, class for 2012, this is a great time to be, oh my goodness, sorry. Class for 2012, you are graduating from college. That means this is the first day of the last day of your life. Nope, that's wrong. This is the last day of the first day of school. Nope, that's worse. This is a day. I too turned to Webster's dictionary, and it defined Harvard as a season for gathering crops. Admittedly, that's actually the definition of harvest, but it was the closest word I could find to Harvard that wasn't a proper noun. But in all reality, isn't that what Harvard's really all about? It's about planting the seeds of knowledge to produce crops, aka money, to satisfy the farmers, your parents. You spend like 45,000 crops a year to send you to harvest where you major in women's agriculture. You see what I'm doing here? Oh, before I move on, the world outside of Harvard would like me to make a quick announcement. As of tomorrow, the following majors are apparently useless: history, literature, all things related to art, social studies, East Asian studies, pretty much anything that ends in the word studies, romance languages, and finally, mythology and folklore. Come on, guys, study something useful and play World of Warcraft in your free time, okay? But yeah, anyhow, those are all useless unless you can somehow turn them into an iPhone app, so math and science majors, you guys are cool, finally. 2012 is a great time to be graduating from college. Sure, the job market's a little slow. Sure, our healthcare and social security systems are going to evaporate in like 5 years. Sure, you're going to have to work until you're 80 to support your 110-year-old parents who will live forever because of nanotechnology. Sure, the concept of love will soon disappear, leaving us all lonely robots ready to kill our best friends over a lukewarm cup of microchip soup. But none of this matters, because tomorrow you will graduate from Harvard. Harvard is where you will graduate from. I'm sure a lot of you are looking up here thinking, what makes this guy so special? What did he accomplish? He didn't even go to Harvard. And to you, I say this: I didn't even apply to Harvard because I knew I wouldn't get in. Boom, suck on that. I don't accept you, esteemed college. I break up first. And you see me with my hot new girlfriend, and she's riding shotgun in my convertible Sebring, the one that Harvard was always begging to rent to drive up the coast. I'm just laughing and looking real fit like, have you been going to the gym? Nope, just eating right and making positive choices. But yeah, anyhow, line.
Man, I really wanted...
Oh man, I really wanted that honorary degree. Guess the old saying still stands true. Never trust Dean Hammonds. Regardless, Harvard still remains iconic in today's culture. One thing that comes to mind is the central role this campus played in one of the most important films ever made about social connections and how we communicate. I'm referring, of course, to the 1986 whimsical blackface film, Soul Man, starring C. Thomas as a white student pretending to be an African-American student in order to exploit affirmative action. He was at Harvard in that movie, and that movie exists. Many of you don't know this yet, but Harvard is one of the few schools you can attend that eventually becomes your workplace nickname. Whose edamame is that in the break room? Probably Harvard's. Who left their Vespa in my parking spot? I'm going with Harvard's. In fact, once a graduate, you can never wear your Harvard University sweatshirt in public again without looking like a world-class a-hole. I honestly think the Coop should sell University of Michigan shirts just to make you blend in a little bit once you graduate. And let me clarify, when I say the Coop, I'm referring to your campus bookstore and not famous film actor Bradley Cooper, whom I also refer to as the Coop, and who also sells sweatshirts and books in his free time. Speaking of fame, Harvard has many famous alumni. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, just a few ex-students who started successful businesses after dropping out. Which means if you're in this crowd today and you're graduating, you are destined to be a massive failure. And that's it.
Nice.